What up, though? What's good? I decided not to mess with the stream yards today. You did try something a little bit new. Yeah. So I've been listening. First of all, what up, though, everybody? This your boy Big World, Big Curl. You did. Rapping a little bit with you right quick. Got a well, one thing in particular on my mind I wanted to talk about. Jerry Springer, the character who is Jerry Springer, passed a few days ago. And while I don't like to hear nobody die because death is not natural, I know the inhabitants will make you think that death is natural, but death is not natural. In fact, it was one of the things that was said that it's going to be thrown in a lake of fire. And if you ain't really familiar with the lake of fire, is the end of everything, the end of it, period. Because it was unnatural from the start. It was actually a curse that man inflicted upon himself. So I don't like to hear about nobody dying. But I actually seen a few content creators mourn. And, you know, again, there's nothing wrong with that. But I didn't hear too many people mourn Jeffrey Dahmer. I didn't hear too many people mourn the serial killers out here. They got caught in their acts eventually. Mass murderers. And I say that to say this. And I'm hoping I get a lot of disagreements with what I'm about to say, because it will help me see who hiding in the woodwork, so to speak. Jerry Springer is responsible for pimping out the hood. See, if y'all know me, I don't get off into the black and white, brown and green and all that stuff. Brown and yellow. I don't get off into all that stuff. To me, it's just as simple as this. Either you had something when you came into this world or you didn't. Either you're making something happen or you ain't. See, I don't get all off into the technical mumbo jumbos. You dig what I'm saying? Making things more than what it is, because I understand that when it comes to color, that it's people that's the same color as me that choose to look down their nose at me and try and dominate me every chance they get. Make a long story short, it's people the same color as me that's a part of ruling the world. I know a lot of people saying it. A lot of people, it's quite a few. But when it comes to the stabilization of civilizations, let me just use your terms for it. People with black skin or dark skin were responsible for that. About 10, 15 years ago, I was listening to William Cooper, and some skinhead had called into his show talking about blacks this. You know how, the people be, racists be. Man, William Cooper chewed this dude up, and he told me things I didn't even know. I didn't even care to know because I always looked through it. But he told me how the Moors, which were brown, darker skinned people, were the people that civilized places like England, Spain, ran through all those places and civilized it, organized it. And I'm talking about this white dude was speechless. He was speechless, and I mean William Cooper was snapping. He was spitting bars. So I don't get all off into that because I know what I need to know. But Jerry Springer is responsible for pimping out the hood, becoming probably a billionaire before it was all said and done. And yeah, pimp out the hood. You know how to pimp send the whore out there? He take mass majority of her money and just give her a little bit to live off of for pimp. So when I see his passing, when I seen it, there wasn't a mourning in me because my eyes aren't covered. I'm not a lover of money. The one thing that came to my head is, baby boy, I hope you repented and meant it before it was all said and done. Not only are you responsible for selling the hood, you also responsible for exposing the hood to the suburban community, and likewise turning those guys out there who have no identity, no type of character about themselves, into hoodlums. See, I'm not one bit surprised when other rich people says, hey, Jerry, rest in peace, blase spleen. But when you come from the mud like me, you're insulted. And see, ignorance isn't something for the non-ignorant to get upset about. See, that's the thing. That's the program. Ignorance should be educated, should be put up on what's going on. That's where my channel come in at. See, if you get upset about the truth, you got a lot of self-checking to do. If the truth upsets you, you need to go isolate yourself and you need to check yourself. And trust me, I've been on the other side of truth and non-truth. And when somebody hit me with the truth, at least when it first started happening, of course I was upset. Of course I denied it. But when I actually seen it with my own eyes, and I couldn't deny it, and was angry and upset, I asked myself the question, who the hell are you upset with? Who are you mad at? And if I ask the question, and if I know the answer, I got to answer the question. I ask myself, who are you upset at? Who are you mad at? My damn self. I'm upset about myself. I'm upset at myself for something I did at the end of the day. But I'm mad at the person that just said, hey man, you got some coal in your eye. I'm mad at that person for telling me I got some coal in my eye. You hang around on this platform long enough, you end up just like these people. You end up just like them. Hey, Tanya. Majority of these people hate the truth. Hate when you bring it. It's a couple people on here that I called out. I found out was liars. I found out was deceivers, was like making little moves, and these people older than me. And I would taunt them, find out about it. And as they're trying to lie about it, I'm looking at real receipts. And I would taunt them, nothing I'm going to keep up with. Just at that time, no, you got caught up, right? And they just blocked me. Never checked me. Hey, man, okay, cool off, shut the fuck up. None of that. Just blocked me. And I said, wow, because when I was taunting, I wasn't disrespectful. I wasn't doing no names calling. Well, I did say snake. I used the term snake. But I like those people, and they blocked me. And I couldn't, that human side of me couldn't really understand that. Two of the people I'm thinking about offhand was Ali the Sag and Lily Rose. I like their little personalities on here. I like the outspokenness. I like when they get a little drink in they tank, they ready to go to war. I like that. That not to say it's a healthy thing, but that's what I grew up off of. It make me feel at home. You know what I mean? It's like a home away from home. And to find out they blocked me, it just helped me with the hard understanding that people will go that far not to hear truth. If I'd have known, I was fresh on here, as far as frequently. If I'd have known that, I would have chilled out a long time ago. But shout out to my girl, Lady La. Lady La didn't check me. But when Lady La heard that shit too many times, me, coming at her, Lady La said flat out, hey man, if you hate me, just don't listen to me no more. Just block, unsub and I'm like, hold up now. Why you mixing hate up with me just neck picking with you? But when I realized how easy it was, I said, okay, let me just reserve that for people that really deserve it. Let me not go after people like that. And I probably did feel like she deserved or they deserved what I said at the time. But I would have let off a whole lot sooner if I'd have known that people take it like that. Because if I get caught up on anything, and Lady La didn't get caught up in a lie, per se, but I was just let down by certain promises or certain assumptions I made. I was let down. And like the scriptures say, don't put your trust, don't put your faith, don't put your hope in earthly man. And this was some BS. This was something that she actually was wise about. Actually, this was something she was actually where she actually did the right thing by not responding. But because of what I consider bullying going on before that, I felt some type of way. And I felt hurt by that when I heard her, when I seen she typed that in RE chat. And I just said, hold up, I gotta reevaluate things because that's not what I'm trying to do. And she good people, whether you like her character or not, you know, she good people. She ain't no different than the rest of these people that's on here trying to star stuff and do sneaky stuff. At least I ain't heard her do it recently, but she got caught up on some things. You know? But she ain't no different than nobody else that came on here trying to do sideways stuff and get away with it, or supporting somebody that the majority of the people hate. She ain't no different. No different. Man, the flip-floppiness that go on this thing, man. I just don't understand it. I kind of love when people just say, hey, I'm a troll. Because when they say that, that mean they ain't really got no rules. That mean, to me, trolling is demon. Because what it entails is you do whatever you can, you know, without getting in trouble, to get up under somebody's skin, to aggravate them, agitate, you know, whatever you want to call it, irritate. Now, in my opinion, it's so many other things we could be tackling right now, trying to figure out right now. I don't see where people have the time. I don't see where people have the time to go after folks on here. I don't see it. You know, unless there's no type of life in the real world. If there's no type of life in the real world, of course, you're on here all the time doing this, that, and the other. You got time to do that. But me, I spit a few bars here and there. But a lifelong, because we don't mesh, going after you, I ain't doing that. I'm a forget. If I stay away for too long, I'm gone for too many days off this platform, man. I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget we even got a little animosity towards each other. Now the Time Panda. See, I could never forget the Time Panda, because the Time Panda wants to be the villain. I mean, you just gotta face it, y'all. When we was kids and we looked at movies and we, you know, a lot of us wanted to be the heroes. Well, there was a other side of people, a lot of us, that wanted to be the villain. And that's just the truth of the matter. You have to understand that. Let me say again. When we was growing up and we was looking at the good guy, bad guy movies, and some of us was fantasizing about being a hero and saving the day and this, that, and the other. Some of us was fantasizing about being the villain and making sure stuff stayed messed up. If you think I'm lying, go on YouTube for a week. You'll see people purposely trying to be the villain. Trying to be the one that does the worst, that says the worst, that acts the worst. We have to understand this, because I be hearing some people get things done to them and they say stuff like, who would do that? What type of people are these? These people sick. Yes. Now that you understand that people sick and that they're in our circle, what now? Do you take everything they say serious? Do you even listen to what they say? Or is it that the only type of language we hear is demon language? I done seen shows where too much positivity was going on a platform that they know is about that beef or about that life. And I done seen people leave. But as soon as that demon language, soon as that war language get involved, the chat just pile up. See, people love to hear what they want to hear, and what the people want to hear is chaos. What the people want to hear is confusion. What the people want to hear is man at war with man. Don't nobody want to hear nothing different. Y'all, I mean, am I the only one that tests the temperature? Everybody loves the lie. When the truth get put out there, oh man, it's so boring. It's so pathetic. Nobody wants to believe the truth. Even when the truth is right in their face. You think that's organic? I mean, nobody wants the truth. Everybody craves the lie. If the lie is more funny and entertaining, and it makes just a little bit of sense, it ain't got to make much sense. It makes just a little bit of sense. They crave that lie before that truth. They can have a full receipt. And that flip-floppiness go on so much, man. I don't want to be involved in it. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm sorry. That just ain't my stick. But yeah, y'all. I'm looking forward to showing myself off in a couple weeks. And remember, all you freakazoids out there, no. No, no, no. I'd rather grab a tacky head off the damn street than grab something off the internet. I did that years ago before the internet was even a big thing. Meeting girls on the phone line. Y'all don't remember the phone line number that used to come on TV late at night? Y'all don't remember that? Be a phone line number, and on the advertisement or whatever they do, it be girls on there talking about they want to speak to you and this, that, and the other. Real girls, not no people that's on the other side of the phone making money. Now, don't get me wrong. There's girls on there that is on there to make money, but it was actually real girls on there. I'm telling you that from experience. But it was very few girls on there that was organized trying to make some money. Very few. But yeah, man, I did that years ago, man. Single, ready to mingle. Man. Me and my wife split up right now today. The internet wouldn't be nowhere I get no woman from. And I ain't knocking nobody. I'm just talking about me. And not to say I met some bad people off the internet. Not to say I met some ugly people. I met some beautiful people. I met some beautiful people. And not to say they was the ones that sabotaged what could have been a good relationship. I'm not even saying that. I'm not even going that far. But what I am saying is that shit then came and sailed. That's over with. For me. I'm still a victim of the old world, where you got to look people in the eye and shake their hand and be in their presence, not over the phone. My boy T, I seen him a couple days ago, and I went up to the old job, and I said, man, I was talking about you the other day. See, T, he's one of them brothers that every so many months in a year, he take the boys trip with his homies. You know, probably schoolmates, who knows? But he leave his wife at home. And, you know, to be fair on his part, his wife take her trips too. But being that he take his trips, I already understand why she take her trips. She don't look like no dumb woman. What up, dude? What up with you, man? Dig that, man. Still hanging in there? Ain't no events coming up?
They just not starting picking up. So big events coming up.
Listen, man, the next time I see you, I'm going to give you my coordinates, because I ain't heard from Big Mike.
Yeah, I don't think Big Mike did that down
here. He ain't
supposed to do something a couple of weeks ago, but they ain't show up. They had a different.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to hit you up, man, if there's a way you can slide me in for them hours. Okay.
I get your information. Have it ready for
yeah, I always see you, so I'm going to get it.
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
right.
Every day.
All right. What up, Jay?
Oh, that's what's up. What up, Gene? Good, good. Yeah, man. Okay. This is a while. Oh, you know what? Buddy Lee played this the other day. Hey.
Man, you did it again? Oh, no. Here we go.
No.
People don't get us wrong. Excuse me,
But what I would advise people to do is if you plan on making some money, you plan on making a career out of on this platform, YouTube, keep your eyes open. Quit just messing with people that just say what you want to hear. It could be they can be an asset to you. Quit just messing with people that dig and eat out your ass all day. That's one of the #1 secrets to this platform. You did? Because I see it a lot. Almost nobody ever says, and it's a reason for that. Don't get it twisted. It's a reason. But see, I believe you should be real at all costs. I believe that you should always be respectful. So when you do put something in check and you tell somebody, hey, you got something on your shirt or you got coal in your eye, don't come at them like, damn, did you wash your face this morning? Come at them respectfully. Now, if you do come at them respectfully and they still chew you out, maybe that's somebody you shouldn't want to be in association with. Maybe you should rethink your strategy. Because if you're dealing with somebody that don't like the truth, you setting yourself up for failure. Is it worth selling yourself? Is it worth swallowing the truth? Because you know if you present this to them, that they gonna chew you out and get mad like Tyra.
My name is Maggie, but call me Michelle. Bust a move, we show and prove. Hey yo, Doug, you better make a jam on the groove.
So I ask you, if you calling yourself being cool with somebody on this platform, and that somebody ain't able to handle their own truth, ain't able to stand in their own truth, you think it's a good idea for you to be trying to build with that person? Where every day or every time you come in association or contact, you got to bite your tongue, you got to swallow your tongue, just so you can gain steam off of the person that's on fire? See, I call it a prima donna attitude. I seen it happen with Cookie and Jazzy. And I'm talking about a force. I seen the force, and I didn't even think it can be done on this platform. They put a nice little force together to combat a so-called another force together. And I mean, they was on all cylinders fire. Suge, Jazzy, and Cookie. And when I seen Cookie go to the old man house and Jazzy get mad and go sideways on Cookie, I said, wow, that was my first look at the prima donna attitude. Now, we all warring with each other, and I seen Jazzy get upset with one of her allies because she instituted war on their enemy. And Jazzy was made it like, why did you do that? I was supposed to be the one to do that. He wasn't messing with you like he was messing with me. Why would you go do it? When I seen that, I said, wow. And see, Cookie didn't bite her tongue. Suge played Big Brother. Because I know he was just a stone for, he older than me. Not to say he got more, a lot more sense than me, but that's what I give him credit. That's what I would say if I was asked. He got a little bit more sense. He seen through it. He knew what it was, but he played Big Brother, and he wouldn't even, hey, I'm here to help you. I ain't about to tear you down too, but Cookie couldn't help herself. And I understood. I understood what Suge and Cookie did, but I didn't understand how Jazzy reacted to what Cookie did. And when I seen that, I seen on here that people, just like Tyra, people just want to be number one. They want to be the sore thumb. They want to stick out. They're not cool with being shoulder to shoulder, arm in arm with their allies. They want to stand out front. They want to be top dog. And I was so let down off of that deconstruction of that team. I was so let down. I thought so many bullies on here would have got their lesson, would have got their issue from just this one team. And it just goes to show, when it comes to fame, people will eat their own. People will throw away their own people for fame. And it's crazy because when I put that out there in this world to the people that I think need to hear it or should hear it or should know it already, they look at me crazy. Like it's impossible for somebody to sacrifice their own kids. And here it is, we seen people doing this thousands of years ago. Why is it so far-fetched now when fame, glory, money is still around? Why is it so hard to believe? You think because that woman get on TV and cry, and a lot of them women that get on there and cry, and people that get on there and cry, you know how crying eyes look, all baggy and red. Start paying attention to these people. You're going to see them people crying, their eyes ain't going to look one. And I don't care if you got little beady eyes, little ugly beady eyes. You're going to see some redness. You're going to see some irritation. You're going to see some swelling. That's just the way it go. Pay attention to it, y'all. Quit just hearing the news and really hear it. See it with your ears. Hear it with your eyes. You got to. It's like your life is at stake. Like, how can a stranger care about your life more than you? When I come on here and I talk about the fake news and I talk about the jabs that were the poison that was forced up in people, that they trick people to take I'm risking my life is at stake. When you go against the status quo, you automatically institute yourself an enemy of the state. How can a stranger care about your life more than you care about your own? I never really understood that. Seeing a man get cussed out trying to stop a family from aborting their baby. Get cussed out just because he cared about that man's soul more than that man cared about it. He cared about that man's little baby that's about to be aborted more than that man cared about it. Y'all don't understand how backwards that is? That's backwards. It's sick. But it's the world. It's the world. I sit on this platform, man, and I see people like just look down on their own. You know, these people, remember, these people come together. It's called Black and Beef Sector. And the majority of the people in these sectors are the same color. And they look down and talk down on people that come from the same places just like them. Don't get me wrong, y'all, and y'all need to put y'all antennas up. But a lot of these people don't come from nothing. A lot of these people were born with silver spoons in their ass. The hell with mouth. So a few of these people, this is normal behavior for them. And they get people that has nothing to sell themselves. So the people that have nothing could be controlled by them. Y'all got to check out the plays, man. Y'all got to pay full attention, man, because if you putting your hope in this platform and you going against what you know is right and wrong, you setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for a big fall. You know, let me tell you, y'all know why I come on this platform and I say what I mean and mean what I say, how I feel. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing. The keys to being successful in this world ain't as technical as y'all think it is. You got some people to say, hey, if I got this amount of money, I can buy this, I can pay to get out of this. Well, what happened with the guys that had all this money? They got locked up for fighting dogs. What happened to the guys that had all this money that went to jail for prison for shooting himself? Why didn't money prevent them from suffering the consequences? Why? We got to open our eyes, man. If we don't open our eyes, we're going to get played like a string, like a cello string. Got to open your eyes, man. It's a fact that it's people on this platform that's working. And I'm not talking about working, building a channel up so they can make revenue off of it and this, that, and the other. I'm talking about working, keeping an eye on you, using you, fueling you with government resources, money, things. See, when you own money, it's like, for instance, if I was one of those guys that sold blood, it won't cost me anything but my blood. So if you own money, it won't cost them nothing. It won't cost you nothing but whatever you giving them. And you can always go and make more. You can always go and print up more money. Y'all ever did the research and seeing how much money in taxes this nation gets a year? When you do the research on that, and you ain't got to count everybody. We know some people, don't exist, so to speak, right? It's way more than enough money to pay off the things that need to get paid off in this world, but yet and still, there's cities in debt. There's states that's in debt. How is that possible? See, I want y'all to check out the mayor of Dogtown. You got a Fire Stick, go ahead and type that in there. I showed my wife in this series the way the rulers of the world think. There was a scene in there where the prisoners, the Bloods, the Crips, the Mexicans, the blacks, and the whites, they weren't in there beefing with each other. They were in there congregating and conversating with each other. So this one guard, he's mad and nervous. What is he mad and nervous about, y'all? As his buddy calls him on the phone and tell him what's happening, he say, well, they're talking to each other and it's peaceful. And the guy on the phone say, okay, well, that's a good thing. He say, no, that ain't no good thing, because if they're at peace with each other, they're talking about us, talking about the prison guard. And I stopped it. I said, see, baby, that's the world in a nutshell right there. If the powers that be don't keep us warned and talking crap to each other, it's a problem. They have to keep us warring with each other to be successful on what they are doing. Because if not, they're going to lose. They're going to lose. Why you think that the news always has to show you something Black and white related, gay or straight related. Why? Why do they always have to show you something that's going to keep man going against man? It's a ritual. These things has to take place, because if they don't take place, people are going to start thinking too much. You know how powerful a single individual is? We're so powerful that they spend billions to keep us at war with each other. What the hell you think sports is about? Huh? You think sports is about bringing people together or having people go against each other? What do you think it's about? What do you think the Olympics is about? We get together and hoorah and one big happy family. No, it's about man dominating man. It's about, hey, my country is better than your country. When all the country's rulers are blood relatives. But they got us at the bottom of the pyramid just fighting and going against each other. Or people in Spain, people in Russia hate United States, and you go over to these places, man, and you won't see a man. Let me shut my mouth. I ain't been around the world, but I know people that have. And they've all but tried to talk me into coming to visit. Getting my visas and stuff together so I can come visit. I ain't gonna want to leave. That's what I'm hearing. From people I know. Not the news. Not the newspaper, not the internet, from people I know. These brothers going overseas to go meet girls. Man, them girls hear that you that desperate to go meet and come over there and meet some girls that they setting niggas up. You got to go way over there for. They spend too much time in front of a TV screen. They think because Joe Blow and all these other cats get caught up, they girl doing some messed up to them, that it's going to happen to them. If you a lame, yeah, it will happen to you. If you a man, hell no, it ain't going to happen to you. You can be a man with a 2-inch Oscar Mayer. If you a man, you ain't got to worry about none of that stuff. Nigga, get a passport. I can see you want to go see some new places, new faces. I can see you just saying, hey, I'm single, want to mingle, and hey, I want to share myself with, internationally. I can see that. But these niggas actually come on here talking about these girls over here like this, and to get a good girl, you gotta, and actually believe in this stuff. Because they didn't see how this one got played. They didn't see how Moms was playing on Pops. Trust me, there's a reason the trust factor is gone. And let me tell you the number one person that they don't trust. Themselves. My boy T, my ex-co-worker, nice looking wife. Nice looking wife. Nicely built, like she work out or whatnot, and she got big features, Anybody that know me know I love big features. I love the features that stick out. And I seen this woman, and I know she ain't gonna ever see my channel. I see him flirting and inviting, a nice little song and dance with women, hooking up after work and going to hang out with women. I'm thinking to myself, wow, you got a nice looking wife like that. And not to say she got to be nice looking. Not to say she got to be like I like them, but I get credit what credit's due. Like, how can you just bust up out of town for a week and leave your wife? See, fellas, let me help you understand something. Just in case your mama didn't tell you, or your grandma, somebody that loved you in your life. The same thing you do to get the girl is the same things you have to do to keep the girl. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I can guarantee you that when you was seeking the girl, that you wasn't going out of town weeks at a time. So if that woman used to cuddling, being up under you, seeing you those little significant, if both of y'all work, that little time she got to see you and be around you, if she can't get that from you and crave that still, all right now, you actually think she not gonna get that? You actually think because your wife is strong that niggas ain't coming at her right and left every day? And if that woman think you shucking and jiving behind her back, if she's anything like the women of the world, and she putting two and two together like me and my wife would, because if I'm going somewhere out of town, going to explore some new horizons, I'm gonna wonder why my wife don't want me with her. Why do you got to go do this with your home, with your girls? Why you can't do this with me? And my wife will feel the same way. She feel the same way. I went out of town with my son. I worked for Glowworks for one summer. I had my son with me, and my son told my wife about the woman that was on my team, on my tip, trying to fall asleep all up against me and, be all close to me and whatnot. And I'm telling my wife, like, okay, it's, we cooped up in a van. It's okay if they feel, they feel the need to lean up against me or whatnot. You know who I am, though, right? You know what I'm about, right? I would never. In front of my son, too? Come on, woman. Hey, quit talking crazy. She didn't bring it up like that, but, she brought it up like, when it was time to go on the other trip, she brought it up like it was actually something. Like, no, that's nothing. That's nothing, Naturally, I'm the biggest person in the van. And, somebody fall asleep next to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but ain't no smooching, ain't no. No. I was actually at my Christian meetings back then when I was a Christian. I was actually there. But if you're not putting in the time, and you put in said time to get the woman, trust me, she gonna get hers. One thing I always will love and respect about a strong woman, she ain't taking no shorts. You may see a woman put up with a nigga for a time period and you think she dumb, she ain't, she deserve better. Oh no. Trust me, she already on it. She already on it. She just making sure this nigga got enough rope to hang herself so that little impulse she got to feel bad will go away. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. I had had some homies. This is in my later 20s, probably mid to later 20s. And the thing about my homies, well, we pretty much just wasted time. Get blowed, freestyle, sometimes record, play the game, run bustos on the girls. You did. And that was the first time in my life I realized that women ain't no different than us. Messing with them. I used to wonder why this girl pull up, this, that, and the other. They was coming to get their weekly fix. And a lot of the girls was in relationships. A lot of the girls was in relationships. But they needed their weekly fix. They love to be manhandled. They were left by themselves for countless amount of hours. And I've been a cheating ass nigga before. If a woman got that much time on her hand, it's because that nigga either out cheating or he working. And if that nigga ain't working and he's spending all that time out with his homies, oh, trust me, she got you. She got your issue, nigga. You ain't fooling nobody but yourself. You know all them hot conversations where that girl talking about you like hanging out with your homies more than you like to hang with me? Said them ain't nothing but setup statements. Because soon as you prove true to that accusation, she already got one to go, one or two. And 9 times out of 10, they somebody you know. 9 times out of 10, they one of your buddies. That's sitting there telling her, oh, yeah, you don't need to all this time by yourself. He should be up under you. And maybe even giving little clues of other little adventures you got going on. Yeah, that's how it works. That's why I always would love a woman, because when a woman realizes what it is, she makes sure she got one of these niggas you claiming your brother or you'll die for. She makes sure she got one of them wrapped around their finger. She knew the nigga wanted her the first time she met her. You did? The first time she met him, and he was looking too long, too hard. She had him right there. And when the opportunity came, she went ahead and wrapped that nigga around her finger. Went ahead and wrapped him on up. You wondering how she know you doing this and what she know about that. And yeah, it was your homie. It's your homie. Quit thinking you being slick when it comes to these women. Remember, the women mind. And don't get me wrong, you got a lot of dummies out here. You got a lot of them dumb out here. A lot of them ignorant to the real world. But listen, it don't take them long to get hip. Don't take them long. Not at all. Thank y'all for letting me use y'all to waste some time. I enjoyed it. Spit a few bars here and there. My next live, we going scripture intensive. By now, everybody should know I'm down to earth. I ain't no different than no other man. Got my own sicknesses, my own demons. I'm not perched on the tree looking down at everybody as they make mistakes and I'm just sitting there pointing them out. Nah. I've proven to y'all I'm a mistake maker too. I've proven to y'all I'm human right along with y'all. So what's about to get ready to happen now? We about to go scripture intensive. Because the devil's at the doorstep, y'all. The devil is at the doorstep. And if ain't nobody gonna do it in this sector or wherever I'm at, wherever I'm supposed to be at on this thing, somebody got to do it. And why wouldn't that somebody be me? Next live we do, we going scripture intensive. That's just the FYI. Want y'all to make sure y'all have a good day. We get back.